What's up, everyone? This is Crafty coming at you with today's discussion video for this series, now airing every Thursday on this channel, review or no review, so be sure to keep tuning in every Thursday if you only like this content, but be sure as well, go check out other videos. We hope you enjoy them. Now, today's discussion video is going over Halo and what art style 343 is talking about when they say that they will be utilizing a previous art style for the next upcoming Halo game. And there has been a lot of fan speculation on this topic when it was released that it might actually be featuring Halo 3. Some are hoping for Halo Reach, and a few others are still hoping for Halo 4, just toned down a little bit on how much functionality is brought forward. And then you have others like us hoping for that Halo 2 anniversary to keep on coming out. And we're going to talk about each one and why we think they could be a good example to use. So going first from Halo 3 back in 2007, whenever you saw a screenshot of Halo 3, you immediately were recognizable that this is a Halo game. No matter what that screenshot was of, everybody knew that's Halo. And this is that nostalgic, iconic art design that some fans are just missing and want brought back for that reason. Then you fast forward to 2010 and you're brought into Halo Reach, a brand new art design by Bungie Studios, giving you a grittier universe, really, that just overall was more immersive for me personally. I felt like the universe was brought into a more believable light on that this is technically still us, but 500 years in the future. It's still in our galaxy, etc. And it was well received by fans and critics alike. Everybody loved that art style, except for, the few people here and there missing the Halo 3 stuff. So again, that could also be a very, very well featured art style choice. Has, again, well loved by the community. Then you fast forward into Halo 4 and why some fans actually prefer that one, because it still does have that little bit of iconic art design from Halo 3, but they went heavy on the functionality of making the armors look and feel like they are being worn by these soldiers and are completely believable on how they move. And a lot of fans liked it, but some core fans and critics alike were kind of worried on, well, what direction does this mean we're going into? Is it going to become overcomplicated and forgettable? And this is exactly what happened in Halo 5 Guardians, where the armor was honestly just, it was too functional, it was too complex, and it just left you feeling like you didn't really care. It looked cool, but you didn't really remember it. It wasn't iconic in its design. And I think that part of this was due to the fact on how you unlock the armor, the lack of an organization system that was perfected in Halo Reach, known as the Armory. And I really hope that they're going to be bringing that back as well. But then we go into Halo 2 Anniversary, and this to me has the best supporting argument for why 343 might be using this one. And the reason for one is it actually combines all of those art styles I just talked about into one best of all worlds art style choice. You had the nostalgic, iconic art of Halo 3 where you looked at it and you're like, that's Halo. You had the grittiness of Halo Reach that made it feel more immersive and realistic, and just brought that destruction into a far more cinematic experience in general. Then you still had the Halo 4 and 5 functionality, but toned down towards believable, but still recognizable and nostalgic and not overcomplicated, making your eyeballs feel just overwhelmed. All of this, honestly, was just amazing to see done, and I hope this is what's going on. And the reason why I think that this is the one they're talking about is this statement from 343 came out quite a while after Halo 2 Anniversary and all of the positive reception its own art style got versus the Halo 5 reception for its art style. Halo 5 was very critically talked about by both the critics and the users of that game, where some were kind of caught in that argument of why it's good and bad, and others were just outright hating it. And there was very little love just in general for that art style. But then Halo 2 Anniversary comes out and everybody jumped on board saying this is where they need to stay, this is what we want. And then after all of this is said and done, now 343 is saying, we're going to be utilizing a previous art style for our next game. So the timing of that statement with Halo 2 Anniversary's positive reception honestly makes a lot of sense. But what do you think? Do you think we're going to be seeing Halo 3? Do you think we're going to be seeing Halo Reach? Do you still think it might be Halo 4 just toned down a little bit more? Or are you like us and want to see Halo 2 anniversary, keep coming and keep getting improved. Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, and more, all again linked in the description below as well. We love to see you guys there. We do use those to post teaser information, behind the scenes information, and even just general posts on what is happening with the studio on a day-to-day basis. So that is everything for today's discussion, guys, and I will see you guys on the next Crafty video. So stay tuned and stay crafty.